Hello, my dear viewers. This is Ust Copy Webinars, and you are watching EURUSD and GBPUSD technical analysis. Today is 18th of November 2021. My name is Rakesh, and I'm your host. I'm a Ust Copy community member. I'm not an employee of Ust Copy, so therefore, all the views or the trading ideas that we are going to discuss in this video are of my own. In this video, what essentially we are going to do is we are going to check the candlestick charts, and we are going to only use candlestick charts for our analysis, and we are only going to do the technical analysis. In this, we will not be talking about any fundamentals, so be sure that we are not going to talk about any fundamentals, or we are not going to use any indicators on our chart. So you can say that this is a technical analysis using the price action only. We are only going to see the price, and in this session we will be strictly talking about only the technical aspects of trading. Okay, and we'll be carrying out the technical analysis, or you can say price action analysis, of the major currency pairs, and we'll only be using candlestick charts, as I already mentioned, and we'll try to find the key levels, key inflection points from where the price can reverse, and how we can use those levels. Now, if you're new to the technical analysis, I would request you to go to our channel's homepage and then select the playlist and search for the profitable candlestick patterns and the profitable chart patterns playlist. These two playlists will help you in understanding what we are talking about in this program. And last but not least, everything that I say in this video is only for information purpose, and you should do your own research before you put your hard-earned money on the line. With this standard introduction, let me take you to the risk disclaimer, because trading currencies is highly risky, and so you should pause it, read this risk disclaimer, understand it completely, and then only proceed further with the video. Now, the first chart that we are going to see today is the dollar index. We have been following dollar index from quite a time now, and yesterday we saw a bearish pin bar, not at the resistance, but yes, it was the channels. First we closed a day outside the channel, and then we closed with a bearish pin bar inside the channel, right on top of the support of 95.68, and today that support seems to be breaking and the price is headed downwards. Now this means that the price may be now headed towards 94.78 if we see today a closing below this 95.68, which was the previous resistance, and now since the price is going to trade below this, so I'm expecting it to act as a resistance again. But if it is just a pullback, then this pullback can be measured by this Fibonacci retracement from here till here, like this. So if it has to retrace, it can retrace to 38%, which is an important factor, or 50%, or 61.8%. If it retraces more than 61.8%, then it is not considered as a valid uptrend. So these are the levels that I am going to watch. That is, the first level is 38.2. Also see how 38.2 coincides with these two candles low. So a minimum to 94.98 level is, I think, expected if the pullback continues today. And I mean, if it closes below 95.68. On the contrary, if it closes higher than 95.68, it will mean that there is still some steam left in the US dollar, and the prices may go to 97.66 in this month. Talking about the EURUSD yesterday gave us a bullish pin bar right on the support of this falling channel support line, but this cannot be taken as a bullish signal, because the previous high that the price has made in this chart is somewhat here around 1.1625 area. Until the time that high is not broken, we cannot say that the price has resumed its uptrend. Also notice that the price is moving in this falling channel, and now this can be just a pullback towards 1.1529 area or 1.1495 area before it starts falling again to the downside. So I'll not be looking to buy this market, but I'll be looking to sell this market when an opportunity arises. Till the time it does not close a day higher than this falling channel's resistance line, or at least that, or 1625 area, which the price has not 1625, what was the high here? 1692 was the high, my friends. 1692 was the 1.1692 is the area that I am talking about. So this high has to be broken before we see we cannot be sure, we can be sure that the price has resumed its uptrend only if it has broken this high here. Okay, right now the price has a resistance at 1.1370, which was a good support in the past. Now I'm expecting it to behave as a resistance, and on the downside we have a support of 1.1176. Talking about GBP USD, where are the supports and resistances? The price is moving in a fine channel. Okay, it is still obeying that channel, and yes, the 1.3609 is the resistance for this market, and 1.3424 is the support. This is also selling market, but it has broken outside this falling channel, and now it is moving in this channel. But still, because the price is making lower highs and lower lows, now I am expecting the price to make a lower high around 1.3609 area. Talking about the Australian dollar, like I yesterday said, that this is the line, this rising channels rising line is where you can find buyers, and yes, the buyers have emerged. But should we open the buy positions? No, my friend. Till the time this falling channels resistance line is holding, we cannot be looking for a buying opportunity. Okay, so we'll observe how the price action takes place in the coming 4 to 5 candles, and then if it breaks to the upside, we can open a buy position with a small stop loss below this candle, and if it closes below, then there can be a resumption of a downtrend in the actually it can be a long term downtrend, because this rising channel will also be broken, okay, in that case. But let us only talk about the support and resistances now. The price is trading right below the resistance of 0.7289. Right now the price is trading 2 pips below that, and the next support is at 0.7221. this is the horizontal support, but on the way we have this dynamic support in the form of channels support line. Talking about the New Zealand dollar here is looking like a bit bullish, but still it has a resistance of 0.7074 on the way and the support of 0.6979. USD CHF, I have changed, actually I have corrected my channels, this channel. Actually this channel was not drawn correctly previously, so it was not giving us the correct information here today. But now I have corrected my channel, and then I could see that why there is a bearish pin bar here, because this channel sees you see how this channel is formed. This channel is formed by joining the highs of this area here and this area here, 1 2, and this is the third time the price tested this. Once a line is tested 3 times by the price as a resistance, it is a valid trend line. So now a lot of sellers jumped into this area when the price tested this area, and now this is the result. Now expect the price to move back to a large extent, maybe even 0.9150 is also possible in this USD CHF in the coming days. All the US dollar is bullish across the board, but USD CHF is bearish. Now I'm expecting 0.9150 in this market, and yesterday's bearish pin bar was like a textbook example. And now first support that we can find is near 0.9241 region, and right now the immediate resistance is 0.9274 in this market. USD JPY, after breaking above this falling channel that was counter trend channel, it has been broken. Now the uptrend is resumed, but after giving that breakout day before yesterday there was a bearish engulfing candle. Now this bearish engulfing means that those who bought the currency pair day before yesterday, their entire gains were engulfed by yesterday's sellers, or you can say that the sellers are trying to take control of the market. If this price action continues lower and we see a closing close to 113.25, or you can say these lows are broken, then you can say that the sellers now are in control of the market. But see, this is a very bullish market, and expect this falling channel's resistance line, which was broken day before yesterday, to act as a support. In fact, it is already acting as a support on the 4-hour, and maybe the price is going back to 114.70 and 115.50. If you want to take a risk, the small risk can be taken with a small stop loss below the low of this candle here. and targeting 114.70 and 115.50 in this market. Talking about the USD CAD, price is trading between the resistance zone of 1.2628 to 1.2633 and the support of 1.2586, which was the previous resistance. Now expect this level to act as a support for the price in the coming days. If you switch to 4-hour, you will see that the channel has expanded. All right, so this is the channel now, and yes, like I said, 1.2628 to 1.2633 and 1.2586 is the support. Upside these two are the resistances. Brent has broken below the support of 80.18 and now is trading below that. Below that it is weak, but see how it is supported by this falling channel's support line. Now 80.18 is going to act as a resistance. As long as this is a resistance, the 77.80 level is exposed, and if it starts trading above 80.18 again, then it will expose 83.44 in this market. Talking about Euro GBP, after 4 consecutive days of selling, now the price seems to be halting at the support of 0.8407 area. Now if the week closes higher, it will give you a bullish pin bar on the weekly candle. I want to show you on the weekly how it not happening because 4 days of bearish price action. But still, if it closes the day higher than 0.8407, it will conclude, it implies that on the weekly candle at least this support zone is held, and it may put the pressure on the buyers or the sellers. Actually it can push pressure on the sellers, and the buyers may take the price back to 0.8476 in this market. So if we see any bullish price action here, the price can go to 0.8476, which may now act as a good resistance because it was a very good support in the past, and resistance also when the price broke below this. Now since the price is again below this point, this important level of 0.8476, so expect more sellers to emerge if the price meets this area here. Also notice if we draw a Fibonacci retracement from this high till these lows, then also notice that the 50% area or 61.8 area is also in line with the resistances. So expect these levels to act as a good resistance, and the price may push back below these levels of 0.8407 in the near future. Talking about GBP Jpy, after breaking this 50% to the higher side, now this level is acting as a support. It can push the prices back to 156.08, which is the horizontal resistance. For GBP Jpy right now, the support is lying at 152.66, and this may also provide some support to the price now, and a 156.08 is the horizontal resistance in GBP Jpy. CHF Jpy, I am expecting 122.53 area to be tested before the fresh buyers emerge, but today there seems to be a green candle. I don't think it is going to last till the time we don't see a close higher than 123.47. 124.36 will not be exposed, so we need a closing above 123.47 for 124.36 to be exposed. So right now resistance is at 123.47 and the support is at 122.53 in this market. EURUSD is finding resistance at 1.5601. I was already telling you that there will be a supply in this area here. Although the higher high and higher low seems to be forming, the price may continue higher, but right now it has to face this resistance of 1.5601. Any closing higher than 1.5601 will expose the way to 1.5696, and a closing above that will expose this 50% Fibonacci retracement, which is at 1.5802. On the contrary, if the price keeps trading below this 1.5601, it will even expose the values of 1.5275, but for that we need a closing below this rising channel support line. So right now the resistance is at 1.5601 and support is at 1.5275 in this market. Euro New Zealand is trying to break this support of 1.6080. It is a very strong support. It has been a strong support in the past. Now I'm expecting this to hold, but seeing the bearish nature of euro against the New Zealand, it is very less likely to hold. But if it holds, then it will again try to, the buyers may again try to push the price back to 1.6305 area. But if it fails and the price closes below 1.6080, then level of 1.5995 will be exposed in this market. So right now the price has a support at 1.6080 and resistance at around 1.6305 to 1.621 area. Gold, I am very bullish on gold right now after closing a weekly candle above this beautiful descending pattern. Now I am expecting the price to go back to 1908 first, then 1950, and then 2064. Also notice that yesterday or day before yesterday there was a very bearish price action. The price opened higher, then closed lower. Yeah, and day before yesterday the price made a high of around 1877 and then closed at the bottom, but still somehow yesterday it managed to close higher. And now see on the 4 hour it is trying to make bullish pin bar here. So any closing above 1877 will open the way to 1908, and right now the resistance is at 1870 and the support, the nice support, is at 1828 levels. If I get a chance to buy this at 1828 to 1830 levels, I think that will be a very good opportunity to go long in gold. Silver also I am bullish because it has broken through the inverse head and shoulder, and now it is trying to test as the neckline as the fresh support. And if this support holds for a few days, then 25.62 may be broken, and if that is broken, then the next level is very high, that is 29.83, which I will be looking as a target if we open a buy position here at 24.81. I think this is still a good area to open a buy position with a small stop loss below the low of this candle, and that is 24.75, and targeting 25.62 and 29.83 in the coming days. Next that we are going to see is the Swiss index. Yesterday it gave a closing higher than our level of 12,572, which we were expecting to act as a resistance, and yes, that has been broken now. Now expect that level to act as a support for the price, and the index may be now headed higher, my friends. Okay, but the problem here is that on 4 hour we have a bearish pin bar. Although bearish pin bar, which is above the support, right above the support, does not have much value. This bearish pin bar needs to be at resistance. Okay, if we see any bullish pin bar here or bullish engulfing here at this area, I think that will be an indication to go long in this market with the targets of around 13,308 in this market. Euro CHF, yesterday we saw a bearish pin bar and it has even closed below the support of 1.10504, and today it seems like the price went higher for some time on the 4 hourly. Let us check on the 4 hourly. Yes, the price went higher for some time and then eventually has started going down. Any closing below 1.0504 again will open the way to the lower prices. Now the lower prices I have not marked in this market, yeah, because I think this is a very good support, 1.05006. So this area I'm expecting to hold because this is a very important area. So let us check the monthly chart. Do we have anything? Because the euro has never been so weak as compared to the Swiss franc, and the next monthly level actually is here at around 1.0355, which is much lower. And after that we have these monthly levels. So I will switch to weekly. So yeah, see this area of 1.0505 is a very important level, but seeing the bearish nature of euro against the Swiss franc, it seems like it is imminent to break down, and the next level is 1.0355 area, which is much lower. So let us see how the things unfold in future, but a break of this level will open the way to 1.0355. Right now the resistance is at 1.0535 and support is at 1.0504, where the price is trading right now. GBP CHF, great pound, Great Britain pound seems to be breaking below the support of 1.2503. Any close below 1.2503 will expose 1.2411 in this market. So right now the resistance is at 1.2503 and the support is 1.2411 in this market. EURUSD has broken below this support of 1.4295 and it has happened 3 days back. Now the price is coming again today to test that level as the fresh resistance you see here in this candle. The price has intraday made a high of 1.4307, which was almost 12 pips higher than our level of resistance. And if we see a close below this 1.4295, this will imply that the sellers are aggressive here and the buyers are not ready to open their fresh positions at this confluence of resistance. I think today or tomorrow we will see more sellers emerging here trying to push the price back to 1.4105 in this market. Last thing that we are going to see is Bitcoin. You might have not seen such red candles in Bitcoin. You see, you might have already seen more green candles than the red candles. You see 1 or 2 red candles here. But today, if you see, this is the 5th consecutive day for the Bitcoin to be in the red. So this is an alarming situation, my friends. If you see any closing below 58,048 levels, this is okay, wait, what is the low of this kind of 57,836? Okay, this 57,836. If you see any seller who is ready to sell his Bitcoin below 57,836, that means there are no more buyers left to buy the Bitcoin at the higher levels. All right, this will indicate that now 53,575 is exposed in this market. But for that we need a closing below 57,836. On the contrary, if the sufficient buyers are there to buy $57,836 for a Bitcoin, then you may witness the higher prices here to the level of 63,493. But right now we have the only support 57,836. Resistance is at 63,493. But a closing below 57,836 will change the psychology of the market, and more sellers will emerge in the market to liquidate their position or to open short position with a target of 53,575. But because this is a bull market, we should not be looking for a selling opportunity here, but we should be waiting for the right opportunity to go long in this market, and that can arise near this rising channel's support line. I hope you got the idea about the support and the resistance levels that are of interest in the coming hours and days. So just keep in mind to not to risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade. And you can press the like button if you find this video useful for you. You can share it with your friends. You can leave your suggestions in the comment section and consider subscribing to the channel for more such videos if you are new. Also, you can join the Gbp Forex community. The link are there in the description. It has so many things for the Forex traders, like nice tools like position sizing tools and all. And the thing that I was saying is that just keep in mind to never risk more than 1% of your capital on any single trade, and look for a potential profit of more than 3 times the risk that you're going to take. It will make you a disciplined trader. You should enter a trade only when you see a risk to reward ratio more than 1:3. I cannot stress it more because this is the most important part in trading. You should not over leverage yourself. So with this note, I shall end this video, and I wish you and your family a very happy and a profitable day. Thank you very much for watching.